Welcome everyone, this is Kudro and new day, new video. For the new one, this is Kudro and we do a coding challenge every day until I get a job or internship. So this is day 58. This is day 58 and as usual, I'm gonna do some coding challenges, including lead code. If we have time, we're gonna do some coding projects. But for now, we're gonna do some lead code challenges. For that, don't forget to follow me on GitHub. This is my GitHub, and you can find my other social media account in the YouTube bio. So this is my LinkedIn, my GitHub, my Instagram, and recently we did a Discord server that you are all free to join it anytime you want. So let me set up the camera. So those are my social media accounts. You're all welcomed to follow me on any social media account. I'll be very happy to connect with you through LinkedIn, through GitHub. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go to the lead code challenges. Let's bring our whiteboard. Okay, so this is the problem of yesterday. And let's go to so we are now following the lead code 75 roadmap. So we already did those. So we already did 59. So today is gonna be 60. So let's go. We already did those three. I'm not really. Really don't want to do this. So non-overlapping. Okay, so let's do that. This seems good. Let's erase this. Hope it's gonna be a good problem. Okay, so you're a human. Okay, so given an array of interval. Okay, let me just make it like this and okay. So given an array of intervals, where intervals of I equal start of I and end of I, return the minimum number of intervals you need to remove to make the rest of the intervals non-overlapping. Know that intervals which only touch at a point are non-overlapping. For example, 1, 2, and 2, 3 are non-overlapping. Okay. So we have example 1, 2, 2, 3. So those two are not overlapping. 3, 4, 1, 3. I think this is overlapping. Okay. So 1. 1, 3 can be removed and the rest. Okay. Intervals 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, so we have 3 overlapping. So we're gonna delete 2 intervals. You don't need to move any. Okay. So I think this is not the hard. Let's just okay, like this. Okay, so we have intervals. So I have here, let's say this our this is the 0. Are they like, is there negative ones or intervals of I length equal to intervals length start? Okay, it can be negative, but we're not gonna, it's not a problem I think. What funny. Hi bro, I'm coding course but can't deal with coding logic. I suggest you go to the logic with like coding project and you tell me how to do logic. Okay, so I really have a good video here, so if you like talking about lead code things, so okay, so 15 pattern lead code. Okay, so this video is so good. Actually, I always like advise others to watch it. So lead code was hard until I learned this 15 pattern. So in this video is gonna resume a 15 pattern and a lot of data structures that can help you solve the lead code problem and to build your logic. So watch it, do the problems that he tells you about, and I think that would be enough. This is the one of the best videos about like solving lead code and logic and things. Okay. تصورني عطوني. يا مروان. Okay. So we have this the 0 and we're not gonna deal with this. So this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 and 5 and 6. عطوني حاجة منيح يا راك وليت كلش heavy. Welcome to stream, man. Okay. Um, so we're gonna deal with the first example. So we have here 1 to 2. So 1 2, and here 2 3. Okay, so I'm gonna make it like this. 2 3 3 4. Okay, 3 4, and we have here 1 2 3, which is like this. 1 2 3. Okay, so this is a overlapping one. So we'll have to delete this. We only have to delete this, so the count will be 1. So we're gonna return this. Okay. Mhm. Okay. So I think we can like we have list of intervals like 1 2 until like 1 3. We can like delete this and then count the length, the old length of the list, and then count the new length, and then the old length minus the new length will be the difference, which will be the count. Okay. So this approach that can be good. That can be good. But I think we can like make it. Okay, so how we can delete this one? اشتبه الخطوط. شنو هما الخطوط؟ So these lines are intervals. Donc الخطوط هذوما مجدي زاد وعرفها مجدي. دونك الخطوط هذوما سي مروان ديز انترفال مش يسحقوا نفسخوا الانترفال اللي متشابك معهم، فهمتش ولا؟ Okay. So how we're gonna deal with this? Okay, so I think we don't have to delete it. Actually, the first thing that we're gonna do is to sort. We're gonna sort the list, so it will be, if it's not sorted, it will be sorted. And then we're gonna initialize, like, I think a previous to. We don't need to really like delete. We're gonna initialize a count value that is, it will be 0, and we're gonna iterate through the list. If I like duplicate into intervals, then we're gonna count plus. Can you share the link of the problem? Okay, yeah, for sure I can. You can type this command to see the Discord. Is it working? I think it's working now, the bot. Or we can like make a previous and that will be the last and that. So now if you are here, the last and is 2. If the last and also is 1 here, then we're gonna count plus. Okay. If it's not, we're simply gonna do what? If the previous and is lower than this, then we're not gonna count. If it's 3 and it's not, okay chat, so I'm gonna write the idea and then I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay, I'm gonna see if it's work or not. So I'm gonna test it if my idea works, and then I'm gonna like okay, so for the sort thing, I think I'm gonna use Python. It's like more useful with the sorting, because in Java I have to sort it, like it's gonna be too long, so I'm gonna sort it with Python. So okay, so let's make the artboard here, the whiteboard here, okay, and make this more okay. Um, this is this is good. Okay, so as I said, I'm gonna like initialize the count. It will be 0, and then I'm gonna sort the intervals. So intervals dot sort. You have to be quick at this, okay? And then what we're gonna do? So the previous ending will be the last ending of the interval. Okay. So now I'm simply gonna initialize it to intervals of 0, which is the first interval, of 1, which is the ending of it, okay? And then I'm gonna like make a loop. I'm gonna iterate through every interval and intervals. Okay, so we're gonna have, I think, 2 conditions, okay? So if and else. In those, what we're gonna do, and after all this, we're gonna return count, okay? Like, we're gonna make a structure of this code, okay? So now the if and the else are very important because there will be the logic of the thing. Okay. So let's draw a little bit more, okay? So let's say let's delete all this, okay? Okay, let's delete all that, all this. I'm gonna iterate through every interval, okay? Okay, so let's say my pointer is here, okay? The previous ending will be 2. Now, if it's lower than if it's lower than intervals of 0, okay, my first, if it's lower than interval of I, okay, so 2, so now it's sorted. Now it's sorted, so the list will be 1, 2, I think, 1, 3, 2, 3, and 3, 4. Okay, so the previous ending is here. Okay, so if it's lower than that, we're gonna make this the interval. No, I'm not gonna do it like this. I think this is not the hard, but we're gonna see if this is between another interval or not. Or do we have to make it like 2 loops, one in this and one in the others? But that the time complexity will be so high. How we're gonna change the ending, okay? So I think here we're gonna, okay, so in the else, I think I'm gonna make count plus plus, okay? Plus equal 1. Okay, if we don't increase the count, what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump to the other previous. So previous ending, it's gonna be interval of I plus 1 of 1, which is the next one. not finding it. I'm not finding the thing. Okay, I'm gonna see some hints if it's. There is no hint. Okay. No, I'm not gonna. And this marks my 200 day of streak. If you're already correct. No, I'm not gonna see anything. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try to solve it. So if intervals of 0 equal the or the previous ending is lower than or equal than intervals of 0, I'm gonna try something. And then we're gonna check the previous ending. There should be intervals of 1. No, if it's not intervals of, it's interval actually. It's gonna be interval of 1. And if it's not, to try to not overlap like the to see if 2 ones we're gonna like we're gonna select, I think, the minimum of it. So if you have like two intervals, we're gonna select the minimum of it to not like if we have here another interval, so we're gonna select the 2. We're gonna make the to the next one. Okay, so I think here previous ending will be min between intervals interval of 1 and previous ending. So let's just try it and hope it works. Oh, pref. Okay. Well, at least we don't have an error and the result is so close. Okay, what is the problem here? We previous ending intervals. So the problem here where he is counting minimum between. So if we're not gonna count, we're gonna jump to the previous ending, okay? So it's, if we're not gonna count, is this interval of 0? I think this is interval of 1. Um, do, is it like, I think this is what, okay, so if we have here an interval, previous ending and the interval of 1. Plus, count plus, else, then return count. What we gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna check this. I really don't think that is gonna help us with anything. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be equal. Okay, so let's make it. Let's make it more like clear, okay? So here we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 3. No, it's not like this, it's like that. And we're gonna delete this. Okay, so now interval is here, okay? So previous ending is 2. So if previous ending is lower than interval of 0, which is 1, previous ending will be interval of 1. Okay, so this is good. This is cool. If we're not gonna make this condition. We're gonna go to the else. What's the best way to start coding? There is a really good, like, useful website which is roadmap research. This website gives you a good roadmap of, like, every based on the role or based on the skill or based on project ideas, best practices and question. So from which program should I start? Do you mean programming language? You can start with Python. You can start, like, web development is like beginner friendly. So if you want, like, to learn full stack, you can check on the roadmap, and if you click on every like element, it's gonna pop up a link of free resources, so it's gonna help you a lot. So I think this roadmap is very cool to begin with it. Okay, so let's jump to our problem. Else, okay, previous ending will be minimum between interval 1 and previous ending. In this case, it will be 2, same one, so it will count plus. It shouldn't. Okay, so it's okay, so let's just. I think it's not gonna be intervals, but it's gonna be intervals of 1. Of 1 until the end. Yeah, cool. C is hard and not used for a lot of things. Yeah. So start with Python. Python is very beginner friendly. Well, the C is gonna like it's gonna make you learn the not the hard thing, but how computers work, how like the memory allocation, how to deal with the hardware. So it's really used in hardware. It's used in other like things, but mostly hardware. So I think Python will be good because it's beginner friendly, and it's used in a lot of places. So I think Python will be the best thing to begin with. Okay. Okay. So the solution is good. So the idea is about, if we are, so this list will be sorted like this. So we have 1 2, have 1 3, we have 2 3, and we have 3 4. Okay. So we're gonna begin with this because the first interval we're not gonna count it. Okay. um, so the previous ending will be 0 1, which will be 1. We're gonna like initialize it here, and then we're gonna increment or like iterate from the second list. So is previous if previous ending is lower than intervals of 0, which means that if we already have like here we have like -1 and 0, we're not gonna count this because it's not overlapping. So we're gonna make the previous ending to the next interval. Okay. If we are in, so now the previous ending is 2. Okay, and you have 1 3. So we're gonna go to this condition. So previous ending equal mean interval 1 and previous ending. So it's gonna be 2. So it's gonna be 2 to go to the second interval, and we're gonna count plus. Okay, and this interval, and then we're gonna go to the others, and we're not gonna count plus because it's really like one overlapping interval. So I think we're good. Let's try to submit it and see if it's pass. Okay, okay. The runtime. Okay, so the solution is good. The runtime is very awful, honestly. I think it's gonna be better to use like C or okay, it's gonna be n log n. I think. Yeah, n log n, because we already saw it. We're learning Python from data itself. No, actually, I learned in university, but it's not the big deal. If like it's like basic. It's not the big of a deal. And I did like project on my own. I did Django web development with Python. It's very good. Yeah, so self-taught, I think. Okay, so the complexity is n log n because we have a sort function that has the time complexity of n log n, and this for has a time complexity of n. So yeah, the runtime is not that good. It's gonna be better if we use Java or C. Okay, so we cannot do this sorting solution. Okay, this is gonna sort it. Yeah, same thing. Oh, there is already array.sort. Okay. Oh, that will make it better. Okay. Yeah, same thing. So the sort is like this. This problem is classic because I already like saw a thing like it before. But so to deal with overlapping interval, you have first to sort them and then deal with it. Okay. So it's about 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna end this video here. So I hope you like this video. I hope you like this. Okay. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope you liked all this video. This problem was good. As usual, don't forget to like this video. Are you Algerian? No, actually I'm Tunisian. So I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you all like it. Hope this problem was so good actually, and I think it's classic, and they make it in the interview. So I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all grinding and coding every day until like you get your dreams. Thank you everyone, and as usual, we're gonna meet tomorrow. It's like a everyday coding challenge. So thank you again. Don't forget to like this video if you want me to make like more content like this. Don't forget to follow me on my YouTube channel. Don't forget, so you have all my social media account in the YouTube bio. Don't forget to follow me there. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be very happy to connect with you. Thank you everyone, and see you tomorrow. Good night.